So my dude's Valkyrja, and today we are going to be testing out Xiao's new set. We're going to be testing out in comparison to the old set. Now in full transparency, because the old set I have around 100 crit rate, 200 crit damage ratio, we're going to be using food along with Staff of Homa to try to balance it out. And also with the old set I'm at 2300 attack. Basically the old set's damn near perfect stats. Meanwhile, this new set is very, very rough. I have some good pieces. The flower and the feather are really good, but the sands and the goblet, ouch. Ouch indeed. So we'll be testing this out in comparison to 2 attack, 2 gladiators, or 2 Shimenawa's 2 gladiators, which I was running before. We'll be testing out in comparison to that. That's what we're going to be doing today. And just kind of looking at the differences. And we're going to be looking at Xiao in isolation. We're not going to be bringing any other characters. So you guys get the baseline of the set. Or of the test. But we're going to be using food and weapons to try to balance out the difference. To see if we can, somewhat get to about where we should be. So let's go ahead. Let's go to my favorite testing domain. Which is literally right there. That I was getting ready to port to. Which I don't know why I was getting ready to port to. But we're going to go ahead and go to my favorite testing domain real quick. And then we're going to set up, get the food, nom nom, eat some stuff. And we'll see exactly how much the new set does first. And we'll go to the old set. Alright, we went ahead and swapped over to Staff of Homies. So now we're at 87.4 crit rate, 225 crit damage. Remember, we are huffing food right now just for the Staff of Homa test so we can see it. It's at 20% crit damage more than what I'm going to have with the other build. So I might try to even it out some more just so you can see the raw damage. But it should still deal more damage regardless. Now let's go ahead, let's test out in the Valley of Remembrance. Let's see exactly how much more it's going to be. We do know it's going to be more, it's just a question of how much. Because we know this set is tailor-made for Xiao, so obviously it's going to be his best in slot option. But with Copium stats, if I have a weapon to kind of balance it out, is it going to be better or not? We're going to find that out, like, literally right now. So, let's see, we're going to do 40k, 42k. I couldn't see the last one. 45k. 45k in isolation seems pretty good. We're at 44k a dash. So about 44k a dash is what we ended up getting to. And then about 40k, 42k a plunge with this set. So let's go ahead, let's swap it back, heal Xiao up so we don't have any errant passives going. Wait for the food to time out. And then we'll do this again and compare it to the old set. I'm sitting here waiting on this buff to expire. You know how painful this new set was to farm? It's not even done yet. You guys have seen the pieces are super copium, especially in comparison to my old set. But damn, was this set painful as hell to farm. I don't think I've gotten this railed by a domain ever. It's been just pain. It's why this video took so damn long. Because I'm sitting there just getting blasted every single day by RNG. And I'm just logging in going, oh, well, tomorrow's a new day. Glad I was super casual in this game and not streaming anymore. Could you imagine the mauled if I was streaming and that's what was happening every day? Jesus. Alright, with the buff finally expired, we can now look at the old set and compare. Basically, the old set is really, really, really damn good. We're at 2350 attack because we have 2 Gladiator, 2 Shimenawa. We have 97.6% crit rate, 199.2% crit damage. Like I said, it's going to be about 20% less than whenever we were actually running the Vermilion hereafter. And then we also have the exact same circlet. We have a really good everything. Everything's really good. The flower could be a little bit better, but I mean, I'm not really going to go out of my way to farm some gladiator pieces. So let's go ahead, let's hit it up. I believe we're at 44k a dash and 42k a plunge is kind of what we want to beat. I don't know how this is going to go because this set is definitely way better, but we do have less crit damage, so it's going to be very interesting. 33k, 34k, 34k, 36k. Let's get some stacks up. Then we're at, come here, 40k, 41k. So, and death. So we were at about 41k. The dashes were nowhere close. Like, Vermilion hereafter really makes a very big difference inside the dashes. But we did get up to 41k a plunge, which was right around the exact same what we were doing before. So I imagine with a more perfect set, Vermilion Hereafter could be potentially like 3 to 4K more instead of just like a 1K difference, because the set I'm running now is incredibly powerful. Uh, but the dashes are a very big difference. The dashes were only doing like 34K. I imagine if we did it there at the end, we connected one at the end, maybe 36K. Meanwhile, Vermilion Hereafter was doing about 8K more at 44K. So with a more perfect set, I can see it doing around 50K a dash. The dashes are actually the big difference. So then it comes down to this. Do you have C6 Xiao? It sounds really stupid, but if you have C6 Xiao, Vermilion Hereafter is 100% worth farming, because that difference in the dash damage was actually gigantic. But outside of that specific situation, then it's not really worth it, because the dashes aren't going, but because the plunges aren't really that different. They're almost the same damage-wise, but the dashes will make a very, very big difference, because on C6 and the Abyss, Xiao's dashing up to 3 times a second. So even at like a 4K damage difference, even without considering the 8K damage difference we had, if it was at a 4K damage difference, then you'll be doing 12K more damage using the Vermilion Hereafter, using your 3 dashes up to 4 within 1 second. That's just 1 second with a 12K difference in DPS. It's going to add up tremendously over time, because every other second you are doing it, so every other second is another 12K DPS within a 15-second ult window. So about every 7 seconds, so 7 times 12, you're almost at 100K difference just from one ult window, as long as you know you're actually proccing C6. Just simple math, basic math, very, very head mathy. But yeah, basically the set is better only really for C6. For C0, you really are not missing out on that much, because let's say, for example, let's give it the benefit of the doubt. Let's say, because it's about, for every plunge is about 1 plunge for every second, or every 2.5 seconds, it's about 1 plunge. So in Xiao's ult, you have 15 seconds, so really you're only going to get around 6 to 7 plunges off. So let's say there's a 4K difference, a 5K difference between 6 to 7 plunges. You're really only missing out on 30K damage. It's not worth the resin nor the time to actually do it. 30K is literally just 1 extra plunge. Who cares? You'll be fine without it. Anyways, that's the video. Hopefully this video brought to light some of you guys' concerns about the new set, and also showed you guys at least what the set is capable of, because my set of Vermilion Hereafter right now is very, very cope. I have a good flower and a good feather as a starting base, but there's literally nothing else to go on. So hopefully, you know, we can keep working and getting some good pieces. Other than that, thank you guys for watching. As always, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Let me know if you guys are actually farming this set. I know this domain seems like a hard skip regardless, because even the Ayato people are just running Gladiator. Let me know what you guys think. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.